Hello everyone, welcome to CMI's Digital Classrooms. Today we are going to learn about the next chapter of your class, which is unitary method. You might have learned in your previous class also related to the unitary method. So here we will see those type of problems only, but maybe some questions are slightly difficult or slightly high order than the previous class. So you might have learned that what the unitary method is, why unitary method is, and what is the basic concept of unitary method. So here let's revise about that. Unitary method we use, or unitary method called that method in which we used to find the price or the cost or the value of unique thing, the value of unique thing to find out the value of many. Okay. Suppose the price, for example, I am taking for example the price of 10 chocolates is given, or price of 20 chocolates is given, and it is asking to find out the price for 55 chocolates or 45 chocolates. So for that, first we will find the value for price or value for one chocolate, and then we will find the value for 55 or 45 chocolates, right? So this is all about the unitary method or basic concept regarding unitary method. So what we use to find in unitary method is value of unique quantity. First we used to find the value of unique quantity, and then we will find the value of many. Okay. So this is the basic thing about unitary method. Now we will, in this chapter we will learn about the two things in unitary method. One is the direct, or this is called direct proportions or direct variations also. Direct variation or direct proportions also this is called. This is the first thing we will learn, and another is inverse variation or inverse proportion. So from the terms itself you can understood that what direct means and what indirect means or inverse means. Okay. So whenever it is asking directly, proportions means what? Whenever the price increase, for example, you will understood with the examples better. Suppose I am saying that the cost of an article is 4 rupees. The cost of an article means the cost of one article is 4 rupees. So if the value increases, if the articles increases, then the cost of how much? Suppose I am asking cost of 15. If cost of one article is 4 rupees, then what will be the cost of 15 articles? Then what we will do is we will multiply, right? So we will multiply 4 multiply 15. Okay. So whenever the article increases, the price will always also increases. Whenever the article decreases, then the price will decreases. So if I am saying the price of 18 articles is suppose 78. The price of 18 article is 78. So price of one article is equal to how much? So it will be 78 divided by 18. So here more is the article, more is the price. Less is the article, less is the price. So this is called direct variation. Okay, directly it is proportional, so directly it is varying. If the number of value increases, then the number of result will also be increases. So this is called the direct variations. Okay, so here A by B is constant. Okay, so if the cost of an article is increases, then the cost of that will also be increases. Okay, and suppose one more example you can take. Okay, suppose we are doing some activity, what called building constructions activity and so the numbers of workers. So more will be the numbers of worker, less will be the time it will take, and less the worker, the time will take more. So this is the inverse proportions. Okay, so this is the inverse proportions. If I am saying less will be the worker required, less will be work. मान लो हमको कुछ कम काम कराना है, सो काम करने वाला कम चाहिए होगा. अगर हमको कुछ ज्यादा काम कराना है तो ज्यादा वर्कर चाहिए होगा. सो दिस विल बी कंसिडर्ड एज डायरेक्ट इनडायरेक्ट प्रोपोर्शंस. लेस वर्क, less persons will be required, more work, more persons will be required. Okay, एक कुछ छोटा काम है उसको करने के लिए कम आदमी लगेगा, ज्यादा काम है उसको करने के लिए ज्यादा आदमी लगेगा. ये इस तरह का जो भी वेरिएशंस होता है दैट इज कॉल्ड डायरेक्ट वेरिएशंस. एंड इनवर्स वेरिएशंस में जस्ट इनवर्स होता है. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल आप कहीं ड्राइव कर रहे हो, आप व्हीकल ड्राइव कर रहे हो, सो मोर विल बी योर स्पीड, more will be your speed, the time will take less will be time taken. ओके, जितना आप तेज गाड़ी चलाओगे उतना कम टाइम लगेगा, जितना धीरे गाड़ी चलाओगे उतना ज्यादा टाइम लगेगा. सो हियर इट इज वेरी इनवर्सली, दैट इज कॉल्ड इनवर्स वेरिएशन. Okay, whenever you are increasing speed, your time is decreasing. Whenever you are decreasing speed, your time will increase. Okay, so as like same thing, if I said that number of workers, okay, ज्यादा वर्कर्स होगा काम कम होगा, कम वर्कर्स होगा ज्यादा काम होगा. ठीक है, तो these are the two basic concept of direct and inverse variation. Okay, in direct variation A by B is constant, and in inverse variation A into B is constant. Okay, so this is the basic concept of unitary methods. Okay, so now let's see some examples. So here we are taking one example. If 15 oranges cost 110 rupees, so what do 390 orange cost? So for this, if we use unitary method, we have learned that first we have to find the value of unique quantity. Unique quantity means here 15 oranges, cost of 15 oranges is given, so you have to find the cost of 1 orange. Okay, so here we will write 15 oranges cost is equal to rupees 110. So therefore 1 orange cost is equal to rupees 110 divided by how much? 15, right? Now you have to find for 39. So therefore 39 oranges cost 110 divided by 15 multiply 39. More will be the orange, more will be the price. Here less will be the orange, less will be the price. Okay, so here we will now check how many times it will go. 3 times, right? 3 5 are 15, 3 1 are 3, 3 3 are 9. So 5 2 are 10, 5 2 are 10. So 22 multiply 13. So 22 multiply 13. So 22 multiply 13 means it will be 20 13 are 286 rupees. So this much will be the price of 39 oranges. This is how you can solve the question of this exercise. So let's discuss few more questions.
So now let's discuss some question related to exercise 9A. So 9A का अगर फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन का अगर बात करें तो यहाँ पे पूछा जा रहा है कि 15 ऑरेंज कॉस्ट 110 रुपीज़. सो व्हाट विल बी द कॉस्ट ऑफ 39 ऑरेंज. सो वेरी इजी क्वेश्चन. So the cost of 15 orange is given. So cost of 15 oranges, it is given 110 rupees. Okay. So if the cost of 15 orange is 110 rupees, then what will be the cost of one orange. So very easily, if the cost of many item is given and we want to find the cost of one item, then we will divide with the particular number whatever it is given. For 15, suppose for 15 it is given, we want to find for one, then we will divide whatever the price for 15 divided by 15. Okay, if it is given for 25, then we will divide by 25 with the whatever the cost of 25. Okay, तो इस तरह का जो प्रॉब्लम्स होता है, दिस इज द थिंग विच वी हैव लर्न इन यूनिटरी मेथड. दिस इज द बेसिक थिंग विच वी हैव लर्न दैट व्हाट हैपेंस इन यूनिटरी मेथड. यूनिटरी मेथड इज द मेथड वेर इन द वैल्यू ऑफ यूनिट क्वांटिटी फर्स्ट वी फाइंड. सो यहाँ पे हम लोग ने वैल्यू ऑफ यूनिट क्वांटिटी निकाला, एक का वैल्यू निकाला. सो दैट इज वाई दिस प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड यूनिटरी मेथड. एंड आफ्टर फाइंडिंग द वैल्यू ऑफ यूनिक क्वांटिटी वी कैन फाइंड फॉर again 39. Okay, so if the cost of one orange is 110 by 15, so cost of 39 orange will be 110 divided by 15, multiply 39. Okay, so more orange, more price. Okay, that it will be multiplied. So after reducing this, you will get 286 rupees. So this will be the cost for 39 orange. Okay, so the amount of sugar bought. Okay, so this is the question number 1. Now question number 2 is asking if 8 kilogram sugar cost 260 rupees. तो यहाँ पे 8 किलोग्राम शुगर का कॉस्ट दिया हुआ है एंड यू हैव टू फाइंड द कॉस्ट फॉर हाउ मच किलोग्राम. yes, so if 8 kilogram sugar cost 260 rupees, so how much sugar can be bought with this much of amount. तो यहाँ पे अमाउंट दिया हुआ है कि इतना अमाउंट में हम कितना शुगर खरीद सकते हैं कि अगर 8 किलोग्राम का प्राइस इतना हो तो देखो ये यूनिटरी मेथड हमारे प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ में, डेली लाइफ में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. सो दिस इज़ वाई यू ऑल नीड टू बी वेरी केयरफुल, वेरी केयरली यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड अबाउट दिस चैप्टर. सो यहाँ पे फर्स्ट थिंग वी विल फाइंड इज द अमाउंट ऑफ शुगर ब्रॉट फॉर RS 260 इज 8 किलोग्राम. सो 260 में हम लोग 8 किलोग्राम खरीद रहे हैं. ठीक है, तो इसका मतलब 1 रुपया में हम लोग को कितना मिलेगा, 8 डिवाइडेड बाई 260 किलोग्राम. ओके, 8 किलो को अगर हम लोग 260 पार्ट में बांटते हैं तो उसका जो ये निकलेगा दैट मच पार्ट यू विल गेट इन 1 रुपीज़. 1 रुपया में हम लोग को उतना मिलेगा. ठीक है, सो इफ़ वी गॉट इन 1 रुपीज़ दैट मच एंड वी वांट टू फाइंड फॉर 877.50 rupees, in these rupees how much we will get. So this we will multiply, and after multiplying if you reduce this then you will get answer 27. So 27 kilogram we can find out that 27 kilogram we can purchase or we can bought in the RS in rupees 877.50. Okay, so इतना में हम लोग जो है 27 किलोग्राम 27 किलोग्राम खरीद सकते हैं. ठीक है, सो नाउ इफ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट क्वेश्चन नंबर 3. क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 इज आस्किंग दैट द कॉस्ट ऑफ 37 मीटर ऑफ सिल्क इज 6,290 रुपीज़. सो यहाँ पे कॉस्ट ऑफ 37 मीटर इज गिवन. सो व्हाट लेंथ ऑफ दिस सिल्क कैन बी परचेज्ड फॉर रुपीज़ 4,420. सेम केस इज देयर कि यहाँ पे प्राइस दिया हुआ है एक पर्टिकुलर क्लॉथ्स का एंड यू हैव टू फाइंड फॉर अमाउंट दिया हुआ है, एक इतना अमाउंट लगता है, दिस मच ऑफ अमाउंट इज रिक्वायर्ड फॉर 37. So first you have to find for 1 rupees how much you will purchase. So for 1 rupees you can purchase 37 divided by 6,290 meter cloths. Okay, and in this way you can find out for 4,420 meter for 4,420 rupees how much you will purchase, multiply by that much. Okay, and after reducing this, after cancelling this you will get the answer 26 meter. So 26 meter cloths you can buy in rupees 4,420. Okay, so this is all about question number 3. Now if you are talking about question number 4, question number 4 is asking a worker is paid 1,110 rupees for 6 days. So 6 दिन के लिए उनको इतना मिल रहा है. So if his total wage during the month is 4,625 rupees, तो ये अगर टोटल इनका इनकम है पूरा मंथ का, सो यू हैव टू फाइंड हाउ मेनी डेज डिड ही वर्क. ओके, कितना दिन के लिए वो काम किए हैं. ठीक है, सो मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है. यहाँ पे देखो नंबर ऑफ डेज विच वर्क ही वर्क इज दिस मच फॉर 6 days. तो एक रुपया उनको कितना दिन में मिलेगा, 6 डिवाइडेड बाई 1110 डेज़ के लिए। तो आपको ये अमाउंट दिया हुआ है कि 4625 रुपीज़ कितना दिन में मिलेगा, सो दैट यू हैव टू मल्टीप्लाई। सो बेसिक कंसेप्ट इज द डिवीजन एंड मल्टीप्लिकेशन। दिस इज द थिंग विच यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड वेरी क्लियरली कि पहले हम लोग का 1 रुपीज़ का निकालना है। आफ्टर फाइंडिंग फॉर 1 रुपीज़ यू हैव टू मल्टीप्लाई to find out for many. Okay, so multiplication and division, this is matter a lot in unique this unitary method. Okay, so first if you want to find for less value you have to divide, then for more you have to multiply. This is the concept, basic concept you have to understood. This is how you, if you see question number 5, question number 5 is saying a car can cover a distance a distance 357 kilometer on 42 liter of petrol. So how far can it travel on 12 liter of petrol? Okay, so this much of kilometer it can be move in 42 liter of petrol. So first you have to find in 1 liter how much it can travel. Okay, so 42 liter, in 42 liter he can travel 357 kilometers. So in 1 liter this much divided by 42, okay, that much of kilometer it will move. And you have to find for how much? You have to find for 12 liter of petrol. In 12 liter of petrol how much it will move? So 12 liter petrol you have to multiply with that, and after reducing, after cancelling, you will get 102 kilometer. So which will be the required answer? So यहाँ पे more will be the petrol, more will be the distance, less will be the petrol, less will be distance. Okay, so this is how you can find out question number 5. Moving to question number 6. Question number 6 is asking traveling 900 kilometer by rail cost this much, 2520 rupees. What would be the fare for a journey of 360 kilometer when a person travels by the same classes? तो यहाँ पे same classes means rate will be same, and if someone is traveling 900, for 900 kilometer it is charging 2520 rupees. So you have to find for 360 kilometer, right? So here also we will find first कि that the cost of traveling 900 kilometer is equal to 2520. So cost for 1 kilometer first you will find out. So first cost of 1 kilometer will be 2520 divided by 900, and then you can find for cost for 360 kilometer also by multiplying. So if you multiply, then answer will come after reducing into the lowest term, or after cancelling you will get 1008 rupees. Okay, so this will be the required answer. Now let's discuss about the next question, which is question number 7. Question number 7 is asking a train covers a distance of 51 kilometer in 45 minutes. So 51 kilometer it is moving in so this train is moving 51 kilometer in 45 minutes. Okay, so total distance it is covering 51 kilometer in 45 minutes. So how long it will take to cover 221 kilometer for? So for first 1 kilometer you will find out, for 1 kilometer it will be 45 divided by 51. Okay, and for 221 we will multiply, and after multiplying you will get 195 minute. Okay, so after that if you convert this minute into hours and minute by dividing 60, you will find 3 hours and 15 minutes. 15 will be left, and 3 hours will be the in hours. So this is how you can convert into hours and minute, and the answer will be 3 hours and 15 minutes. It will cover in 220. I mean the train will take 315 minutes to cover a distance of 221 meter. Okay, so this is how you can do the next question, which is question number 8. Question number 8 is asking if 22.5 meters of uniform iron rod weighs 85.5 kilograms, so what will be the length of 22.8 kilogram of the same rod? तो यहाँ पे price for 85.5 kilogram is given, this much of kilogram is given. Okay, I mean weight, length, sorry. So length of 85.5 kilogram is given 22.5 meter. So length of 1 kilogram first you have to find out. So length of 1 kilogram will become 22.5 divided by 85.5, and after then you can find for 22.8 also. So 22.8's weight will be 22.5 divided by 85.5 multiplied 22.8. So in this way you can find out you will get the answer 6 meter. So 6 meter will be the weight of that much. Okay, so more will be weight, more will be length. Okay, so this is how you can answer the question number 8. And moving to 9, it is asking if the weight of 6 सीट का वेट दिया हुआ है और पेपर इज 162 ग्राम्स. ओके, सो यहाँ पे 162 ग्राम सीट वेट्स 6 पेपर्स 6 सेट्स. ओके, तो 1 ग्राम वेट कितना होगा 6 by 162, and this is how you can find out for how much kilogram weight. 13.5 kilograms weight also by multiplying. So after multiplying you will get 500. Okay, so this will be the required answer. Now let's talk about question number 10. Question number 10 is also asking, here we have 1152 bars of soap can be packed in 8 cartons. 8 cartons में इतना पैक किया जा रहा है, तो पहले 1 soap कितना कार्टून में पैक किया जाएगा that we can find out. तो एक soap के लिए हम लोग को इतना कार्टून्स लगेगा 8 divided by this much, और हम लोग को इतना soap के लिए कितना लगेगा just by multiplying whatever the come after reducing into the lowest term you will get 27. So 27 cartons we will need for packing of 3888 soap bars. Okay, so this is how you can do up to question number question number 10. Okay.